Mr. Nephew?
Yeah. My question, and convenient that you be up at the podium right now, has to do with the moratorium and how that plays into this whole process. If I understand correctly, the moratorium is going to be due to expire at a certain point, and I guess there will be we might call it a gap in coverage between when the moratorium expires and when the actual changes to the comp plan come about. Can you speak as to that process, you or staff perhaps, and as far as the possibility of development jumping in before this process has had a chance to work its way through?
I think it's probably a three-person answer. I know Mr. All and Mr. Cantor would like to speak to that matter. Maybe I'll defer that to them, and then I can be available for additional input as it relates to the comp plan, if you'd like. Probably approach it that way.
Okay, Mr. All?
Mayor and Council, the moratorium does expire, and Mr. Cantor and I talked about it just this afternoon. It does not appear that we have any options to extend that moratorium any further. We have extended that. However, the planning process, there is nothing on the horizon now. We don't think that there will be anything coming in before June. However, even if it does, we do have the rights to put some implementations on there and put some controls on that, and if something were to come in. And so we feel comfortable as staff that we're well protected. We've identified our needs in that area. The South Maplewood study is an existing document, so the council is clearly on record that that's your intents for some of the area. It's just a matter of processing it. So I think Mr. Cantor and he may want to comment on that, but we felt comfortable this afternoon.
Mr. Cantrud?
Mayor and Council, I'm not sure if this is working. I was told that I couldn't be heard. That is correct. We'd have extended our moratorium. We had a one-year moratorium that was up in November. We gave ourselves essentially the extension. We had the public hearing that was good for 120 days. That covers us till about March. Not sure of the exact date, but sometime in mid-March. And based on the lack of any interest, I guess, with people lining up to get applications in, this area really only affects 2 developers or developments that I can think of. One of which was actually before this group asking to be exempted from the moratorium. That's Mr. Jensen, and he's actually on the other side of the interstate. And then, of course, the other piece is actually in active litigation now, and may or may not really have any bearing on the study anyway. So that's the lay of the land, at least from our study and companion ordinance and extension.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
And yes, we're out of extensions, to answer the other part of the question.